Hey everyone, I hope all of you are doing well. In our today's class, let us continue with the secondary functions of banks. Okay, so we have already discussed 10 of the secondary functions in the previous class. Let's continue with the rest. Before that, I hope so you people are taking down the notes from the slides. Okay, if not, then kindly take it down because as you know, your notes will be considered as a part of the assignments. Okay, so kindly take it down. So let's continue the class. The next service given by the bank is mobile banking service. All of us are aware by this mobile banking services. Okay, so every bank have their own apps wherein we can check our balance, where we can transfer the balance to other accounts, where we can check the transactions history and all. Okay, so that is what mobile banking service. There is no need for us to go to the banks and check our balance and all. Okay, now it is easily available in the mobile phone using the bank app. Okay, then providing internet banking. Okay, so internet banking is also the important function or important service given by the modern banks. Okay, so almost all of the banks are providing you internet services wherein you can go for neft, you can go for rtgs, you can go for any kind of payments. Okay, it might be trading in the stock exchange, it might be paying of the bills or any kind of services you can avail through your internet banking. Then providing debit card, credit card and smart card. So debit card, credit card, you people are well versed with that. Okay, so debit card are your nothing but your atm cards. Okay, so here with the help of atm cards you can withdraw the money. Now you can deposit the money also. Your credit cards helps you to do shopping and all. Okay, so that is the again another service provided by the banks. Discounting of bills. Okay, so bills of exchange we are going to study in the next chapter in detail. So whenever the bills are being given, okay, whenever there are whenever there is bills which are received by the seller, at that time if he has the urgency of money, he can go to the banks and discount the bill. Okay, suppose if the bill is carrying the amount of say 10,000, at that time the maturity of the bill, suppose if it is 3 months, at that time the seller can go to the bank and before the maturity he can discount the bill for say some percent. Okay, so the bank is not going to pay the full amount, that is 10,000 is not given to the seller, but say 9,500 will be kept as commission for the bank. Okay, so that is what discounting of bills. The next one, collection of check. So this is another facility provided by the modern bankers. So you can deposit your check or you can encash the open, if it is a open check you can encash it. Okay, then providing round the clock banking. See, in the traditional banking was confined to the four walls of a building. Okay, so for every transaction you had to go to the building, you had to visit the bank. If you want to deposit, you have to go to the branch. If you have to withdraw, you have to go to the branch. If you want to avail any other services, you have to go to the branch. Okay, but now it's not like that. If you want to deposit, you can go to the cdms available. If you want to withdraw, you can go at any time. Okay, suppose if you want to pay the bill, you can pay the bills in the morning also, you can pay it in the night also. There is no time constraint. Okay, at any time, that is round the clock, 24/7 your banking facilities are available now. Okay, and if you want your passbook to be printed also, there is no need for you all to go to the bank. All of us are aware of this. Okay, so these are the secondary functions of banks. Then comes functions of central bank. Okay, so functions of central bank, there is no need for you all to write in your notebook. Okay, so in your previous semester, I think in economics you have already dealt with this. Okay, so just write the heading functions of central bank. So once they had asked for 5 marks. Okay, so just write the heading and before going to the exam just go through it. Okay, so you have already studied, so I won't deal it with I won't deal it once again over here. Okay, then next one is, let's see who is a customer and who is a banker. Okay, the name of the chapter is what? Banker and customer. So here the term customer is derived from the word custom. Okay, so what is custom? Custom means a habit or tendency of doing things regularly in particular manner. Okay, so whenever you do things regularly, it becomes a custom for you. Suppose if you study regularly. Okay, now taking with the reference to your online classes, suppose if you come and watch the online classes regularly, it becomes a custom for you. Okay, if not, then it won't become a habit. Okay, so your custom means what? You have to do the things regularly, at that time it is customer. So Who is a customer? A customer of a bank means a person who has an account with the particular bank. Okay, simple meaning, all of us are having account in a one or the other bank, so we are the customers of a bank. Simple. Okay, let's see a definition of customer. So according to Sir John Paget, to constitute a customer, there must be some recognizable course or habit of dealing in the nature of regular banking business. Okay, so this definition, what does it say? It has certain conditions. Okay, so what are those conditions is, so as per the definition, for calling any person a customer of bank, so there are certain conditions which are to be fulfilled. So which are those conditions? First thing is, a customer must have an account with the bank. Okay, kindly make a correction over there, it's not with the customer. Customer must have an account with the banker. Okay, so please make a correction over there. So customer must have a bank. So what account he must have? He can have a saving bank account, he might have current account, he might have RD account, so any kind of account. So one or the other account must is necessary for any person to be called as a customer of a bank. Then there must be banking transaction between banker and customer. So what are the banking transactions? It means what? Suppose now my friend is working in a bank. Okay, I don't have any account in the, not my friend, just take my sister is working in a bank, but I don't have an account in that bank. Okay, at that time, even though she is my sister, even though we are having relationship, we will not be having a relationship of banker and customer. Why? Because I'm not having the account in that bank. Okay, so there must be which kind of transactions? Banking transactions must be there. Okay, I must have an account, then I have to deal there uh, in the mode of banking transaction. Say I have to deposit, or maybe withdrawal, or maybe any other kind, savings. Okay, so any kind of transactions must be there. Okay, then frequency of transaction is necessary. Okay, that is, suppose if you are making one transactions, that won't make you a customer of a bank. Okay, now I'm not having the account in the bank, but I'm going to and cash a open check. At that time, I won't be the customer of that bank. Okay, so your frequency of the transaction is very necessary. Okay, as you might be knowing, suppose if you don't do any transactions in a bank, if you are having the account, then what will the bank do? They will deactivate your account, right? So your what is necessary? There must be frequency in the transactions. Then let's see what is this duration theory. Okay, so duration theory, you can expect it for 2 marks, and the meaning of customer also many times they have asked for your 2 marks in your examination. Okay, so what is this duration theory? It means that a single transaction of a person with the banker cannot make him a customer of bank. As I have told you earlier also, suppose if you are making only one transaction, you won't be a customer. Okay, if you are going to encash the check, or maybe you are going to pay the bills over there, at that time you are not the customer. Paying the bills, the best example is your CMC. Okay, in Sirsi, where will you pay your CMC bill? You are going to pay in the syndicate bank, that is your Canara bank, which has been merged now. Okay, Canara and syndicate have merged, right? So now you are going to pay your CMC bill in your syndicate bank. So whenever you are going to pay there, there is no need for you all to have an account in your Canara bank. Okay, just what is the thing, they will give you the challan and all, you have to go and fill the money. Okay, so that is what, that transaction won't make you the customer of Canara bank. Okay, in order to, for you to be a customer of Canara bank, what you have to do? You have to open the account. Okay, so that is what duration theory. One single transaction, if you are making one transaction, you are not the customer. You can take the example of your OMR also. Okay, so OMR generally, or you take the example of your college fees. So your college fees will be deposited to which bank? Okay, so just take your urban cooperative. Okay, now if you are coming and paying the fees, or if you are depositing the fees with the college, that doesn't mean you are the customer of urban cooperative society. Okay, you are just making a single transaction, that is you are paying the fees. That's why you are not the customer of that particular bank. Simple. Okay, so here, in order to be a customer, there should be a continuity of transaction with the banker. So this is what your duration theory. Next comes your modern theory. Okay, duration theory, it was a traditional one. Now comes your modern theory. So what is this modern theory? According to modern theory, duration and continuity are not essential to become a customer of bank. Okay, so even a single transaction with the banker is sufficient. So for this definition also there are certain conditions. Okay, so what are those conditions? First one, he must open one or the other account. So as I've told you, it might be savings account, current account, RD account. So they must be having any one account. Then a customer of a bank may be an individual. Okay, so there is no need for any, there is no hard and fast rule that a human being must be a customer. Okay, as we know, your joint stock companies are artificial persons created by the law. Okay, so a joint stock company may be also having an account, or maybe a society or any partnership firm, they can also open the account. So everybody is termed to be a customer of the bank. Simple. Okay, so next one, casual transactions will not make a person a customer of a bank. Okay, so this is the continuation of your second point. Okay, so here which are the casual transactions? Again, encashment of check without having an account. Then purchase of draft. If you are purchasing a DD from any bank, at that time also you will not become the customer of that bank. Suppose if you are keeping suppose if you deposit money to the credit of LIC or other bills, as I've given you the example of CMC. Okay, if you go to Canara Bank and pay the CMC bill, you won't be the customer of that bank. Then deposit of valuables, that is, suppose if you are going to avail the facility of safe lockers. Okay, safe locker facility if you are availing, at that time also you need not be the customer. There is no need for you to open the account. Okay, there will be certain charges which you have to pay with the banker, and then what they will do, they will keep your belongings. It might be your gold, it might be your certificates, it might be your LIC bonds, anything. Okay, so those transactions won't make you a customer of the bank. Okay, so these are what are casual transactions. Then third point is there must be banking transaction between banker and customer. Okay, so what kind of transactions? Again the same thing is repeated over here. Then frequency of transactions, so there must be continuity of transactions. It's not that you have opened the account today and you are coming back after 10 years to operate. No, that should not happen. Okay, so there must be frequency. So you have to do your dealings and all continuously with the bank. So that will make you a customer of a bank. Okay, so I hope these things are clear. Okay, so who is a customer, who are the customers of the bank? Then I hope these things are clear. If not, then you can ask me. Okay, so thank you, have a nice day.